Hi, this is Wright from Dulcimers. About 4 years ago I made a video showing a solid body electric dulcimer, and I've made some updates to it, and I just wanted to make this video to show what has changed and what I'm doing with them at this time. Very soon after I made that other video I stopped adding a tone control, and a little later I stopped adding a volume control. Normally I'm playing right beside a small amplifier, and I prefer to just have the controls there. Also, it's possible to buy an instrument cable with a volume control built into it. It keeps the instrument very simple. I have one single coil pickup. If there's ever a problem with it, you can remove the two screws. This little piece of wood is not glued in, and you can slip the pickup out and put in a new one quite easily. I've never heard of anyone having to do that yet, but if it goes bad, it's possible. The jack is put in with 3 screws that can also be easily removed, so you could pull that out, disconnect the wire, pull out the pickup, put in a new one. You would have to resolder it to get it attached to the jack, but it would be a simple procedure. The main difference on this one is the bridge. It is more like an electric guitar would have. It keeps everything adjustable. You can adjust the height of each string and the length of each string to get perfect intonation. This one is all cherry. It has wood dots to mark the frets. The Roland amp that I talked about in the other video, of course, keeps getting more pricey. So a while back I tried to see how low in price I could go and still get something that would work for this. I tried this Rogue 10-watt amp for $35, and I'll just give you an idea what it will do. Gives you an idea what it sounds like. It's a nice tone. It has a headphone jack. Some people buy these because they can plug in a headphone and they're not making any noise, so they can practice without disturbing a neighbor or somebody in the next room. It does also have an overdrive switch. Even though there's no effects, this dramatically changes how it sounds. I'll turn it down just a little bit and give you an idea what that does. Get the idea. Extremely bright. Holds the tone for a long time. I switched back to my Roland Microcube. I've had this, I think, about 15 years now, but they still sell it. It's still very much the same. Some nice little minor improvements. But it has a lot of tone effects and settings. This one is called a clean setting. And then you can go to black panel. Something called Brit, and that gets so bright I need to turn it down a little bit. And there's even a higher setting. I don't actually use that one myself. I like the clean the best, but sometimes the black panel. Also, there's effects. Chorus I use quite a bit. phaser. I'm sorry, that one's a flanger, and then a phaser. Tremolo. My most common setting is some level of chorus with a little bit of delay, or reverb. Basically not a lot has changed in the last 4 years. This one is cherry, and a very nice little instrument, and I explained the little differences here, but I still like this small amp, and of course there's a lot of great amps around, and you just have to decide what you like. Another big selling point, as I mentioned, was being able to plug in headphones and listen to what you're doing without disturbing others. This one, by the way, if I need to get it louder, it actually goes pretty loud by itself. But if I need to get louder, you have an output which you can then run into another amp or a PA. Something probably with no tone control, since they're all here. You don't want to change the tone once you leave this. So I have played it that way some. I want to keep this short because I'm leaving the other video out on my website. But hopefully you're enjoying Dulcimers. And if you've never tried a solid body, it is a different way to play. And I have a lot of fun with them. Thank you.